Evening everybody, Rich here, back for part 2 of this SS Normandie tutorial. Today's focus will be the stern and mid sections of the ship's red draft, as well as the floor. So that is for today. We've already got the bow section done. That was done in part 1, if you remember, of course. So what we're going to do now, we're going to fly down to the back end of the red section, right down to where the two lines here are. So you can see one line there, one line here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to work on the right hand side of the ship. So this is, if you're facing this way because the front's down there, working on the right hand side of the ship. And then what I do, build it, flip it, copy it, paste it, and then we'll just we'll get both sides done then. So just going to work on the one side for now. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the end of the row of one. I think it was 145. This row was this outside row. We're not going to do the top row. We're doing it from the bottom row. So from this point here. So from this block here, we're going to build a row of 20, and this will be the beginning of the stern curving back in towards the keel. So we're going to build a row of 20 first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then you want a row of 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then a row of 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then a row of 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then a row of 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then two rows of 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then two rows of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then three rows of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excuse me. Excuse me. Right, and then you want three rows of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then four rows of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5 rows of 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. So that is your fifth final row of 3. So now it's connected to the keel, and then at the end you should have 16 blocks of the keel exposed at the end. So this is the first block, and this should be the 16th. And yep, that's fine. As it says at the bottom of that pink sentence, it says 16. So you should have the stern curving in like that, and then you should have 16 blocks of the keel sticking at the end like that. So that is absolutely fine. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go back to the beginning of that row of 20, well, the first row, which is 20, and we're going to go to the next row of blocks up, which is from this point here. So what we're going to do, we're going to build the same thing again, but tracing the row below and building inwards towards the keel again. So from this block here, just going to trace the bottom row. So as you can see, I'm building along to the same length as the row below, but one block above and one block out, so you can see like that. And then we do the same from the next row, just trace it along, and then just carry on doing the same all the way to the keel. And we'll do the same with the next row above as well, because we'll do a row like this, one block above, and then there'll be another row above above this as well. So it's just building the height of the keel, or not the height of the keel, but the height of the floor of the draft up to 3 blocks high. So just do this first row. So this is basically the middle section of the stern at the moment, of these 3 rows. So just do this one first. Then a final row of 3 there. So you can see that's how it is like that. So it's basically just tracing the row above, or tracing the row below rather. So what we're going to do, fly back to that first row of 20 again, and do the same again, but one block higher and one block further out. So we should now go from this point here. So you build the row of 20. I don't really need to count it, so you're just following the contour lines of the row below. But as you can see, we're at the end of the 145, and it sort of curves inward. So from down here, you can see it's there's a sort of curve beginnings. So that's the first line. So I just carry on doing this all the way to the center line, So this is just the third of the 3 rows. So afterwards we'll be building up the hull of the ship a different way. So I'll just get these 3 rows out of the way. This is just really to follow the contours of the outside edge of the ship. So we'll worry about this now. And once you get to the end as well, because at the bottom row there was 5 rows of 3, but on the top row there is currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. So the bottom line there's 5 rows of 3, middle one there's 6, top one there's 7 rows of 3. Just so, as you can see, you got a row of 7 there, and the row the 6th row of 3, the 5th row of 3 is there. The 6th row of 3 is there, and the 7th row of 3 is up there. So that's just as you're building inwards. So if you built just 5 rows of 3, you'll end up with a gap. So that's just how that is. Right, so that is those 3 rows done. So what we're going to do now is work out what I'm supposed to do next. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the, like on the bow, we're going to use sections now. So like on the bow, the keel section is the middle section. So this would be regarded as section 0, and then either side of that would be section 1, and then section 1 would be this side as well. So the keel is section 0, then this is section 1, and this will go all the way out to section 27, which is the outside edge. But there's no real difference in the design that we're doing, because it's basically just copy-paste. So let me just work out how this is meant to be. Right, so from section 1, which is this one here, we're going to build a row of 3, so 1, 2, 3 like that, and then 3 rows of 2, so 2, 2, 2, and then up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then up 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 rows of 2, so 2 and 2, and then 2 back like that. And that is the design that I have written down. So to double check that, I'm just going to do a quick jump cut while I check that out, so I shall return in just a moment. Okay, back again. I just double check that to make sure that is fine, and that is absolutely fine. So I'll double check, well not double check it, but I'll go through what it was. So the end of the block on section 1, it was 3, 2, 2, 2, and then up 3, up 3, up 2, up 2, and then 2 back like that. So you got a sort of weird design like that. So basically what you want to do is just copy that same design all the way round to the outside, or all the way round to section 27. So what I'm going to do, I should use copy paste for this. So just go copy from there down to there, and I'll copy it from here. So I'll go copy, and then I should paste it in all the sections. So this is section 2, section 3, section 4, section 5, section 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and finally 27, which is the outside edge. So there we go, that is 27, and there's all the sections pasted into place, and they're all exactly the same, and it should look something like that. So it looks kind of like a rib cage, very weird looking one, but that is how the hull of the ship should look at the moment anyway. So there's gaps to be filled in, but I'm not going to bother with that just yet because there's another job to do first. So what I'm going to do now is look at my notes and work out what I'm supposed to do. Right, so what I'm going to do now is, this is the first process now, because what we're going to do, we're going to go to row 27, which is the last one we built, which is the outside edge, and we're going to extend that in height, and we're going to do that for section 27, 26, 25 and 24, because there's 2 phases to this hull in the stern area, because there is an overhang that goes on. So I'm just going to work out how we're doing this, just reading my notes, so bear with me one moment. Right, so what we're going to do now, like I said, we're going to go to row 27, sorry, so the final row, which is this one, 27. We're going to go to the end of the top row of 3 here, and we're going to add 5 rows of 4. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, so then I want another row of 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's 5 rows of 4. Like that, and it's from 5 rows, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 rows of 4 like that. And then for section 26, which is the next one along, this one, we want to build a row of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a row of 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 3 rows of 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there we go. That's that section done there. So we've got a slightly different thing going on here. So that first row, row 27 was 5 rows of 4. Section 26 was 1, 4, 8, 4, 4, 4. Now on to row 25. And row 25 is going to be a row of 4 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a row of 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then 3 rows of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 27, 26, and 25 done. Now on to 24. Next one along, row 24. You want to build a row of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a row of 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 3 rows of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. So it's a weird shape that's coming along, but we're getting there. Right, so now on to row 23, which is the next one along. Now this is where things change a bit. So we'll do the same process while building up first. So what we're going to do, we're going to build a row of 4 first. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a row of 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then 3 rows of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is that section done there. So that should be 23. So that's 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. So that's those final sections done. Right, so now we're on to something a bit different. So bear with me while I read my notes. Okay, back again. Had a massive lag spike there, so don't know what's going on, but anyway. Yeah, so what we're going to do now, so building the next section. So like I said, we've got some changes that are done after row 23. So we've got 23 done here, and we've got this row of 11 here. So I just measure to make sure that is 11. So from there to there is 11, and we're going to go from that 11 on the inside. So go on the inside. So at the end of the 11, we'll go from this point here, and we're going to build the shelf, basically the overhang of the stern. And what we're going to build a row of 16. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So as you can see, that's a row of 16 from that end block of the 11. So that's 16 there. And then you want 24. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, like that. And after that, you want 2 rows of 11. So you want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then after that you want, I'm going to read this, I can't read my own writing. You want 2 rows of 6. So you want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you want a row of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then a row of 5. A row of 4. Sorry, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you want 3 rows of 3. So it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you want 4 rows of 2. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 rows of 2 like that. And a change of direction, we build 2 this way. So you 2 like that. And you want 3, 1, 2, 3, and then another 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you want 2, like that, and then a single block, a single colour block, or different colour block, to mark the centre. So that is your centre block there, and that is curved round, right round, to the centre like that. So now that is in line with the keel of the ship. So that is now in line with section 0. So you can see like that is curved right the way around. So it's from that row of 11, and it curves all the way around like that. So that is now the overhang of the stern section. So it's basically two separate area from that area to this area here. And there's also a gap, as you can see, between the bottom section and the top section. That will be filled in a bit. That's a small issue with me, so don't worry about that. That's just the way I've written it down. So we'll worry about that in a minute. So what I'm going to do now, I should do a quick look at my notes and work out what the hell I'm supposed to do next. So bear with me a second. Right, so what we want to do now is to go to the row of 16, which is the one after the 11. So you got the 11 there, which is the one where we started the building the shelf. So that's the row of 11, and you got the row of 16, which is the next one along. So I just measure it to make sure that is the 16. So we've got the row of 11 there, so this is the 16. Like that, so yes, that's the 16. So for the end of that 16, you want to build up 3 rows of 4. So at the end of the 16 you go 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 like that. So we're sort of carrying on the process of the end over there. So it's 3 rows of 4 like that. And then we go to the end of the next row, and what we're going to do is build up 3 rows of 3. So 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. And the same with the next row along. So that's 3 rows of 3. So 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 like that. And then for the next row, it's going to be 2 rows of 3 and a 2. So we go 1 2 3 1 2 3 and then 2 like that. And then what we want to do now is from the next row all the way around to the centre block. It's the same design, which is going to be 2 2 and 1 up like that. So it's 2 2 and 1 block on top. So that is what we're going to do to the right the way around to the end. So do the same on all these sections now. So we go 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1. Finally 2 2 1. There we go. Right the way around to the centre block, and it should look something like that. And looking back, it looks an absolute mess because we haven't filled in the gaps, and there are a lot of blocks that need to be done. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a quick jump cut while I work out the next job I need to do, which is basically filling the gap between the top section and the bottom, well, between the top section and the bottom section here. You can see there's about a single block gap under here, and I haven't written down what that's meant to be. So I should do a quick jump cut while I sort that out, so back in a moment. Okay, back again. Now I've written my notes down into what that missing section is, so what we're going to do now, we're going to go to the row of 11 again. So we've got the row of 11 here above. We'll go to that first section directly below it, which is this one here, the where the hull builds upwards. And from that one row here, you're going to build a row of 4 on top and all the way round to the, basically 21 rows from this point onwards. So 21 rows from here all the way around to there. So we're going to build rows of 4. So this would be row number 1. So 1 2 3 4. So that's 1 1 2 3 4. That's 2 1 2 3 4 3 1 2 3 4 4 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 6 1 2 3 4 7 1 2 3 4 8 1 2 3 4 9 1 2 3 4 10 1 2 3 4 11 1 2 3 4 12 1 2 3 4 13 1 2 3 4 14 1 2 3 4 15 1 2 3 4 15. Is that 15? I can't remember now. Oh shit, gotta count it, hang on. I've missed something here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's 15. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 21. So that's 21 like that. And it should look something like that. So you got all the rows like that. And that's no longer a big deal. So after that last row of 21, you also want to add another row of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is the middle section there. That is directly above the keel, so that is fine like that. So it's 21 rows of 4 plus a row of 5 at the end, and that is how that should look. Alright, so that's all the building done, or counting. So what we want to do now is just fill in the gaps between everything, basically. So I shall do a few sections of this area first. So we've just got to go on the inside of the ship now and just fill in the gaps between each and every pillar and what's it here. So I do this area first, then I do a jump cut and fill that in, and then we'll move on to the next section. So I'll do it in sections so you know what I'm doing. So I'll just do this bottom half first, and hopefully everything will be fine. So that's the first few rows. Like that. So that's the first few rows done. So I'll just pop around the other side, and as you can see the hull is taking shape a bit. So I do a quick jump cut while I fill in the rest on that section, and then I'll come back and sort out the top section. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. I've got most of the underside section done. I've just got a few sections at the back here to do, but we're at the more complicated area now of where the top section merges with the bottom section. So I'm just going to start filling in from there. So I'm going to start filling in from row 27 at the back end and sort of merge it forward, because it gets a bit complicated otherwise. So I'm just going to try and fill this in as quick as I can. I don't want to do too much on camera because it takes up all the time, but some things have to be done, you know what I mean. Right, nearly at the top. Right. So now we're onto the overhanging bit. Pardon me. Right, so that's that first section. As you can see, it goes right the way to the top there. But look, those two sections there to do. So where it starts to merge in, I shall start filling in that. So I'll leave those two sections there for the minute and just fill in the top section for now, where it overhangs the top. So I've got the bottom section is virtually done anyway, done that off camera. So I'll do the top section here. And that should all look fine once that's all done, so it shouldn't take as long anyway. So just do the top section. Lots of swaying backwards and forwards and clicking, and it does get a bit mundane after a while, but things have got to be done. That section there, and the next one along. Could use World Edit for some of it really, but I just can't be bothered to do the typing. Okay, and on to the next section. And then the next one, as you see, the gap's getting smaller now because of where the curve is. So the next one, and then the next one. There we go, that's the top section all filled in. And looking at it from the wrong side, of course. But from down below, it should look something like that. It's still got a gap between the bottom section and the top section, but as long as we're filling in all the gaps in between the pillars, it shouldn't look too bad. So I've just got these last two sections to do. What I do the top sections and I do a jump cut when I fill in these last two bits, so to save a bit of time. So I just do the top row here for the minute, and then I'll jump cut and do the rest in a moment. I'll do up to that point for now, I think. Do up to there, and then what I do, I just fill in the rest off camera. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. Now that is all those sections filled in, and the ship, or the stern area anyway, should look something like this. Still nothing special, but it's a hell of a lot of blocks and curves and all sorts done. So we're up to, well, basically up to section 27. There is still a gap between the this section and the front section, but we'll sort that out in a bit. First of all, though, I've got to go to the inside again. So we've still got a gap between top and bottom here in this area here. But basically, I can just do a quick fill tool for this. But first, I've got to do an outline. So I just add a few blocks. I'm just going to trace an outline along the top here. So basically, just want to fill in the gap like this. So basically, just building from the bottom of the top section to connect to the top of the bottom section. So the bottom of the top to connect into the top of the bottom, if you know what I mean. So I'll just do a few sections like this, just so you can see how it's all done. Like that, so you can see it's sort of a platform. So what I'm going to do now is going to do a quick fill, or a quick outline, and then I can use the fill tool just to save a bit of time. So God, I hate myself for this because it's taking all day. Up to the centre there, like that, and then what I do is just use the fill tool. I'm going to stand on something first. I'm going to stand on that block there, and use the fill tool. So fill 3514 by 200. Done. There we are. And get rid of that platform I just built, so you're not needed anymore. And there we go. So that's the top and bottom now connected. As you can see underneath, you've got the overhang there, and then on the section above, it should look something like that. So there we go. That is the stern pretty much done up to this point, anyway. So last job to do for the moment is to connect the front section to the back section. Basically build a long wall here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to straighten off this edge here. So row or section 27 here. I'm just going to build a vertical line to straighten the edge off so I can use weld edit, and then just fill in the gap in between. Fill in this gap, and then I use weld edit for the rest. Taking a lot of time this is. I know it's not what I had intended to do, but some things happen. So I've used weld edit for some of these bits as well, because it's going to take forever otherwise. I'll use weld edit for this, right, so from there to there. We use set 35 14, and then same for here to there, 35 14, and there we go. Straightened off that edge off there. So what I'm going to do now is just build from this point all the way forward to connect to the bow section, and then I'll have to straighten that off as well. So just build all the way to that block there, and there we go. That's the side all filled in there. So just got to fill in this gap between well, the sidewall and the front there. So there's another one of those could be taking a lot of time to do this. So I'm not a fan of all this. There's just lots of. This is why I don't never used to build a lot of curvy ships, because there's so many things to fill in and straighten out, and It's just a pain in the ass, but hey ho, we've moved on a bit. We now got to do these difficult jobs, whether we like it or not. Normandy is the absolute dog's bollocks when it comes to curvy bits. Right, up to there. So straighten that off. So now I just use welded it to sort this out. Up to there. And there we go. That is one side absolutely complete now. So we've got the bow section, which we've already done. Now we've got the side down to the stern. And that is how that should look. It looks mighty fine. But now what I've got to do now is to do a copy paste. So I'm going to go down to from this point, the end of the outside edge of the bow, from there all the way down to the stern, the bottom end of the stern, and I'm going to do a copy, flip, paste, just to get the other side out of the way. So bear with me while I do this. It may take a while. Right, so at the back end, in line with the keel, right about there. Copy from there. We stand on the center point, or roughly there. So we do copy, and we flip it to the right, R-I-G-H-T, and then we paste. There we go, all done. So there we go, that's both sides done now. So we've got the stern all complete, the side of the ship, both sides of the ship now complete. Now the draft is virtually complete. A couple more jobs still to do. We got the floor of the ship to fill in, so this is another one of those fantastically fun jobs. If you're doing this on your own, then good luck with you. But it's basically just fill the floor of the ship in at keel level with red. So we've got to fill again, so fill 3514 by 300 really. There we go, that's one side, and do the same on the other side, and there we go. So just fly to the front to make sure that it's all filled in, because it's such a large ship, a 300 radius might not be enough, and no it's not. 300 radius was not enough. So just got to fly all the way to the front, and just fill in these last two sections. So this the same there, and then the same here. And there we go, that's the floor all filled in. So that is 99% of the draft complete. And yeah, not done too bad. So it really gives you an idea of the scale of the ship, even though it's just a draft. But it's a shame really that all this is going to be underwater. But never mind. But last job of today, and I do promise this will be the last job. We just got to add the fin on top of the keel. So go to the back end of the ship again, to the stern underneath. And we just got to add the fin. And I use some night vision for this. So from the end of the keel, which sticks out the end here, we're going to build on the end here. So from the end of the keel, we're going to build up all the way to connect to the top of the ship, or bottom end of the top row there. So that's straight up there. And then what we're going to do is just fill in this blank section here with red blocks to create the central fin of the draft. So just fill this in. And there we go, that's the fin all done. And the ship should look something like that. So that is the draft all done. And I do apologise it's taken so bloody long to do, but hey ho, we're there. There is still more bits to add on at later dates, like the propellers and the rudder, but we're going to do them much later on into this tutorial, because I don't want to get too much into it now. But that's the draft done. And it's a monumental job, but hey ho, there we go. So that is the draft, I keep saying that, but that is pretty much it for part 2 as well. So that's half of the hull done. So what we're going to do in part 3 is move on to the third quarter of the hull, which will be the bow, which is the most complex part of this ship, I think. The very curvy shaped bow. You can't really see it in the distance, but oh, there it is, just loading up there. You can't really see from here how complex that bow will be, but trust me, it's going to kill me. It'll probably kill you as well, but we'll see. Anyway, that's it for part 2, and this is Rich, signing off, logging off and disappearing, and I shall return in part 3, hopefully. So, bye for now.